I personally believe that there is a creator of the universe and that this creator has no creator. But why do I believe this? Why should we assume that there is a creator of the universe, and why couldn't the universe exist forever? And if there is a creator who has always existed, that means it is possible for someone or something to always exist. So why do I think that there is a creator who has always existed instead of thinking that the universe has always existed? Well, to answer this question, we first need to know what is the universe. Well, the universe is time, space, and matter that are completely interconnected. Okay, first let's suppose that the universe could be eternal. This would mean that the past would be infinite, and that there would have been an infinite number of events that would have preceded us to the present day. But if the past would be infinite, we could not have reached the present yet, because to reach today's moment, we would have had to go through an infinite number of events. Well, to understand better, for example, now if I start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., I will never reach infinity. No matter how far I count, I will never reach infinity. So we cannot start from the present moment and reach infinity. In the same way, we cannot come from infinity and arrive at the present moment, because if we really came from infinity, we wouldn't have reached the present yet. And therefore the past is necessarily finite. Therefore the universe is not eternal. Therefore it began to exist. Therefore time, space, and matter began to exist. Okay, but even if the universe has a beginning, why do I think it has a creator? Why does what began to exist necessarily need to have a cause external to itself? Like, why can't the universe be its own creator, right? Okay, now let's imagine that there are several wagons passing by and moving forward. Now let's take any of these wagons right in the middle. What pulls this wagon? Well, it's another wagon. But what pulls this wagon? It's yet another wagon, and this wagon is again pulled by another wagon, so we could say that the cause of each wagon is the previous one. But there can't be an infinite number of wagons, otherwise we would not have yet arrived at what we are counting. And in the same way, there cannot be wagons pulling each other infinitely, so the train necessarily has a locomotive. Or, for example, if your mother is your creator, and you are your child's creator, your child cannot be your mother's creator. Or this would mean that he creates himself before he exists, which makes no sense. So, if A creates B and B creates C, C cannot create A. For example, you have a cause, who are your parents, and they have a cause, their parents, etc. The earth also has a cause. We could say that it is the matter that came together to make a planet with gravity, and that too has a cause. And the first cause of the universe is a rapid expansion called the Big Bang. But the Big Bang itself is a beginning, so logically it has a cause too. And therefore the Big Bang is not the uncaused cause, because we cannot be our own cause. As we saw, our cause must be external to us. But if the Big Bang has a cause, why should this cause logically have no cause? If we cannot be our own creators and we cannot exist forever, why does the creator of the Big Bang, that is the creator of the universe, have no cause then? Well, as seen earlier, the universe is time, space, and matter. So if there was a creator before the Big Bang, it must be out of the universe. So if the cause of the universe is out of the universe, then it is out of time, out of space, and out of matter. By definition, if it is out of time, then it is timeless, that is to say eternal. If it is out of space, it is transcendent, that is to say everywhere at the same time. If it is out of matter, then it is an abstraction or a spiritual being. But an abstraction cannot create, for example, a number or a geometric shape like the number 3 or a circle. They have no causal power, that is to say they cannot create anything. So, if the cause of the universe is not an abstraction, then it is necessarily something spiritual. Therefore, the cause of the universe is logically timeless, transcendent, and spiritual. You would probably say, and so, why can't this creator have no creator? Well, if the creator of the universe creates the universe, then he also creates time. So he doesn't depend on time. He is out of time. But there is no duration outside of time. there is no time outside of time, so there is no before either. If the creator of the universe is out of time, there is nothing before him. This may seem hard to understand, because in our conception of things, everything has a beginning because we live in the dimension of time. And everything has a cause because we live within a set of laws, including the law of causality. Even though it's hard to understand how, I think it's the most logical solution that exists. And you, what do you think? I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments. And let's say 40 likes in this video, I will make a part 2.